What's going on, everyone? This your boy Ice Revolver. Check us out on Facebook if you not on Facebook already. AAA Gaming Network. That's a shout out to all my Facebook page followers. Much appreciated. We on our way to 1,000 followers on the Facebook page. If you on the podcast and you listening, whether you're on Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, make sure you go to our Facebook page at AAA Gaming Network and hit that follow button. We're trying to hit 1,000 followers. Every follow is much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're on the Facebook page and you watch our videos on the Facebook page, make sure you check out the podcast on your favorite podcast listening app, whether it's Google, Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn, whatever it is. We're trying to be everywhere. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too. All the subscribes and follows helps us a lot, helps me a lot. That's all I need: subscribes, followers, and we out here. Also, you can check me out on the Instagram at AAA _gaming _network, or follow me on Twitter at Ice Revolver _. So today's something near and dear to my heart, man. It's for a franchise that's near and dear to me for a long time, and really got me back into first-person shooters after Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64, GoldenEye, and Perfect Dark originally got me into, or brought me into the first-person shooter world. That's why I was like, oh, we out here, it's cracking. First-person shooters are what's happening. And then when the Xbox 360 genre came out, Modern Warfare 1 released, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. It just took new heights, man. Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, classics. Today I want to talk about Black Ops 4. Question for today is, did Black Ops 4 fail to execute? Did it fail to reach those not necessarily new heights, but get the franchise back to the height that it used to be? Did it fail to please, or did it please? Are you pleased with the game as a whole? Sadly, I'm not. Me in particular, you might feel different. If you're listening to us through the podcast, go on the Facebook page. This video will be over there. Leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know your thoughts. We can get a big group chat. I can try to invite a few more people in here, as far as the listeners or the viewers, and we can have another discussion on a live podcast or on another down the road podcast that I record with everyone in here, and we can have a discussion about it. Let me know how you want to do it. But I'm disappointed. The game as a whole, it's Treyarch. You know, they have their gunplay down. They mechanics are normally down packed. They've been doing this for a long time, since World at War, I believe. They're veterans in this Call of Duty / first person shooter genre. They picked up where Infinity Ward left off back in the day after they did Modern Warfare 2, and then they kind of broke apart. Treyarch picked up the baton and they've been running with it since. I give them that. I hated the futuristic Call of Duties. The Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare was all trash, but Black Ops 3 was the best one out of the three. That's to be expected, or at least it should be. That should be the norm. Anytime they come out, Treyarch's game should be the best out of the three. This one, no different. Gameplay, mechanics, solid. Shooting, weapons, sliding, jumping mechanics. Even though I still think they're jumping way too high, they need to tone that down. It's all solid, but this game, I've been kind of bored with this game for a couple months now, which is why if you're on the Facebook page, you haven't really seen me upload any EKIA gameplays or live gameplays of this in probably a little while now. And that's because, again, if y'all know me, I don't want to force gameplay. I'm not doing things. I'm not putting up gameplays or doing lives for a game I'm not really interested in, just because if that was the case, I'll be playing Black Ops 4 and Red Dead Online like crazy. You guys know how I feel about Red Dead Online right now, and to a degree I'm feeling the same way about Black Ops 4. And they are both severely lacking content. Black Ops 4 I've been bored of for a while now. First of all, let's talk about their little shindig that they're trying to get away with. Like this is a party, and we're clearly not invited to the party. They want us to pay our way into the party, but they threw the party for us. Black Ops 4 has a severe lack of content, and then you try to get me to get a season pass on top of that. You can't sell somebody a half a map. You want me to pay full price for a half a map and then try to sell me the other half of the map? Listen, man, we're not doing that. This game, let's go over some of the content. Right? Let's go weapons. Weapons. Originally there was 5 assault rifles. 5. They recently added another one that you have to earn through the battle pass. You have to earn through the battle pass. I wonder what happens when the battle pass passes and you haven't got it. Do you just don't get it at all? Do they give it to you at the end of the 2 months? Figure, okay, well, it's been 2 months or whatever the case is. Let's just give it to them then. Or do you just miss it until it comes back around? I wonder what happens with that. We'll see. We'll have to come back and talk about that. But there was 5 assault rifles, right? You have a chance to get a 6th one. So I'm not gonna say that's 6 yet, because not everyone has it. Not everyone probably will have it. Who knows? So you have 5 assault rifles. You have 5 submachine guns with a chance to get a 6th one through the battle pass. Alright, so we have 10 primaries right now. We own primaries. You have 3 tactical rifles. 3. You have 3 light machine guns. 3. And you have 4 sniper rifles. So if you count them, that's 5, 10. We had 13. We're at 16. We're at 20. 20 primary weapons on release with a possible 2 more if you go through the battle pass. Or at release, a shooting game whose focus is on shooting. You took out the multiplayer. I mean the campaign, the story. Cool. So the game is just all multiplayer. It's all about multiplayer, and you don't even give people enough weapons to play with. That's crazy. 20. This was in 2018. We shipping first person shooters with 20 primary weapons. Okay, let's go to secondary. You know what I mean? Maybe the secondaries can make it up. You know, you can maybe mix and match a couple things or whatever the case is. Pistols. We have 3 pistols. Shotguns. We have 2 shotguns. Rocket launchers. There's 1. 1 rocket. Come on. Welcome to the mix of heat seekers, regular RPGs, and come on, man. We gotta. And then primary, we have 2. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 secondaries. This is sad. And then even if you go to the attachments, a lot of the attachments are just duplicates. Laser sight and laser sight 2. They're both still laser sights at the end of the day. No matter how Treyarch want to cut it, they're both laser sights. 2 magazines, 2 FMJs. Like, these are duplicates, my guy. However you want to cut it. They're duplicates. Okay, cool. Let's see if the perks can make up for this. Perk 1, there's 4. There's 4. Okay. Perk 2, there's 5. Okay. Perk 3, there's 4. See, I don't know if you guys are getting to The point there's nothing here. Now, when you even break this down further, everyone knows that on Black Ops 4, majority of the people you come across are going to run similar kits, loadouts, if you will. If you want to kill someone fast, people are probably going to run one of 3 weapons. So overall, people are probably running around, majority, not everyone, but a high majority though, running the same probably 5 or 6 weapons. The loadout might be a little different, but the primaries are going to be about the same for the most part. You probably see a lot of people with, well, actually ICR's been falling off a little bit, but actually ICR's probably fell off a little bit and probably traded up for the KN 57 in my personal opinion. I see a few people with the Maddox, with the Vapor, but Rampart and KN is probably the 2 that I see the most. So I'll put those 2 over there. Okay, cool. The Spitfire, and probably the SOG, especially if they have the Akimbos. I do see people with the Cordite. I do see people with the MX9. But by far, Spitfire and the SOG are running things in the submachine guns. In my personal opinion, that's 4. I'll put those 4 to the side. Now you can switch some of these with whatever. You can switch the SOG with the Cordite if you want to. You can switch the let's say, you can switch the KN with the ICR, the Vapor Max, but we're still at 4 right now. The DMRs, I really don't see in the field like that. I see the Auger every now and again if the person has the operator mod, but other than that, the Swordfish and the ABR, I don't see really ever. It's rare that I see those. I do see people with those every now and again, but it's rare. We talking 12 people in the match, every match. It's rare that I can go 4, 5, 6 matches and not see those weapons easily. LMGs, I would say the Titan is probably what you see most. So that puts us at 5, and maybe in sniper rifles you probably can throw in the Paladin, so 6. I would say those 6 weapons run Black Ops 4. Now when we talking about hundreds of thousands of people online and they're all running very similar classes or the same 6 weapons, it gets stale. And then it almost forces you, let's say you're very good at using one of these weapons, but you're trying to level up other things. I find myself in this spot trying to level up other weapons, but then when I'm doing bad, and I don't like to do bad, before I go negative or something like that, I have to go back to my go-to weapon. The team is losing, I have to go back to my go-to weapon. You know what I mean? So, and if I'm trying to keep up with whoever, I might be in a conflict with one particular person, like this guy just killing me too many times while I'm trying to use this off weapon. I gotta go back to my go-to. You know, so I don't know, man. It's bad. And then of course every now and again you see somebody running melee. It's not good, man. Like it's lacking. It's lacking a lot. I'm disappointed with it lacking. And me finding myself playing the same weapons, I'm just not entertained as much. You know what I mean? I hate running the same weapons, but I hate losing more than I hate running the same weapons. I don't want to just keep losing because I'm trying to level a weapon up, and it might be a weapon I'm not even really interested in using. I just want to level up so I can unlock the operator mod or get it to the max and then sit it down. But if I'm losing or my team losing, you know what I mean? I don't want to get back to the lobby and feel like I let my team down. I went negative. I can't do it. Me personally, I can't do it. I have to play. I'm trying to play at my best. And if I got to go back to my go-to weapons, which is one of the 6, then that's what I got to do so we can win. But with that, I'm getting bored. I'm getting very bored. Again, that's not enough content. And then on top of that, for $60, that's not enough content in a 2018 first-person shooter that you don't even incorporate a single player or a campaign. You take that out. So your main focus, or you should even put more emphasis on the multiplayer, if that was the case. And you didn't. I feel like you gave us less weapons than anything. We should, more is always better. We want more. We want it to be balanced too, but we want more. This game was in production for 2 to 3 years, and that's what a lot of people are missing. This game was in production for 2 to 3 years. Is when Black Ops 3 came out 3 years ago. Well, now over 3 years ago, but we're gonna make this relative to this game's release, Black Ops 4 release. 3 years prior is when Black Ops 3 came out. Now I would say the first year that Black Ops 3 was out, right? Leading up, well, not leading up to Black Ops 3 release, after Black Ops 3 release, that next year, right? And my brain is what I think. Your team is supporting the game, whether it's bugs, fixes, installing the season pass content, whatever the case. But a lot of the team, or majority of the team, is probably working on the concepts or whatever it is for your next game. So even putting that to the side, I won't even count the first year. This game was in development, even if you give them the first year, for 2 years after that, up until release. And you built a game with 20 guns, with 20 primary weapons in 2018. This roster, none of this, it doesn't even live up to Black Ops 2, which is probably 5-6 years old. Like, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. And Black Ops 2 was probably in a 2-year development cycle at that time. Wasn't even a 3-year development cycle. It was about a 2-year, because it was only alternating with Modern Warfare or with whatever Infinity Ward was doing. So they first year, they probably did the same thing, support the game. Second year, they made Black Ops 2, put it out. And Black Ops 2 is a classic. I can almost put it up there with Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Those are the 3 best. And let me know if you guys disagree. The three number 1, 2, and 3 Call of Duties is and this is not in any particular order. You can put them in wherever order you want to put them in. I kind of don't rank Modern Warfare 1 because it's so classic and it's such a blueprint, and it's so far back that it's hard for me to compare something from 2007, something like that, I believe, something around that. So, but Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 2, the 3 best Call of Duties in the franchise to this day. Those are my 1, 2, and 3s. My top 3, however you want to place them. Those are my top 3 though. Period. And since then, like, I don't know what's going on with Call of Duty, man, but the lack of content in this Black Ops 4, it irritates me, it bugs me a lot. I'm highly disappointed. And then for you to try to sell me the rest of the game in the season pass, like, how many companies are even doing season passes still? Like, this is crazy, man. This is real crazy. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Maps: Arsenal, Contraband, Firing Range, Frequency, Gridlocked, Hacienda, Icebreaker, Jungle, Militia, Morocco, Payload, Seaside, Slums, Summit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 maps total, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, probably close to half of those are from other Call of Duties. And of course, if you got this DLC, there's 2 more: Elevation, Madagascar. Listen, man, when your game lacks this much. Oh, in Nuketown, why did Nuketown pop up? Which is also a previous game. But Why? Listen, man. When your game lacks content as much as Black Ops 4 lacked content, a season pass shouldn't even be optional. Everything in the season pass you should be given to people for free. And there's no wonder majority of the player base for Black Ops 4 don't own the season pass. Majority of the people don't own the season pass. And you can look at that by the screenshots. Recently there was a bug with Call of Duty where when you hopped in the party, you're supposed to be kind of like the old Call of Duties. When you're in the party, if someone don't have the season pass, it has a icon next to their name, so you'll know why you can't play certain maps or whatever the case is. But this bug spread into the regular lobby to where you can anybody in the lobby who didn't have the season pass, you can see it. You can Google those pictures online. Majority of the people in all the lobbies in all these pictures don't have the season pass. It was like a couple pictures where I seen 2 or 3 people who had the season pass. Everyone else had the marker next to their name. The little, it was like a hazard icon, kind of, like a yellow triangle, like an exclamation point or something in it. I believe. If you had that next to your name, you didn't have the season pass. Majority of the people don't have the season pass because it's not worth it. Like you can't, like I said earlier, you can't sell me for full price half a map and then try to sell me the other half of the map. And yo excuse is, oh man, but that one side we sold you is, you know what I mean, that's a decent side. I want the full map. That's what I'm paying full price for. There should be no season passes when your game lacks such content. Right? You want me to give you $60 and then give you another $40 for the rest of the content that you took out of the game. Because let's not be fooled. We know where the season pass thing came from. Originally, those were especially in the Call of Duty, Duties back in the day, it used to be those were maps that was already incorporated into the game. They took them out, right? When the season passes came about, which I believe, I could be mistaken, but it was like a GameStop thing that had came about, and that's where the season passes had came from, right? And they were taking content out and then selling it back to people. You taking content out the game and selling it back to people, but you still selling the game at full price. When your game lacks this much content, you shouldn't be selling anything. You should be giving all that for free. And it's not even for free. We paid for it already. Like this is crazy, man. Like this, I don't know, man. Me personally, I'm disappointed with Call of Duty. And then you got the nerve to have microtransactions and sell people red dots, and this is crazy, man. Like, I don't know where Call of Duty is headed, but Black Ops 4 is, like I said, gameplay mechanics, it's a solid game. I'm not saying the game is trash by any means. That's not it at all. I'd be fronting if I said that. The game is solid. As far as gameplay goes, it's solid. People still jumping way too high, but the gameplay is solid. But I'm bored. A lot of these maps don't even show up in rotation. Like, not at all, but it's rare. I play a lot of these maps. It's rare that I play a lot of these maps. And then the best maps or whatever maps you think are good, is gonna get voted twice. And then it's on to the next. Oh, vote that one twice. I can go down the list. I can tell you the ones I rarely see. Your experiences might be different, but I don't see Arsenal that much. I don't see frequency that much. I don't see gridlock that much. I see it. It's decent. It's map rotation is better than frequency in Arsenal, but I don't see it that much. I don't see Morocco that much, or payload. So that's 4, 5. some of this mid-range. So you're looking at like almost half the maps I really don't see in rotation. And you got to think, by the time I done played, let's say you get 5 good maps in a row, or 5 good to decent maps in a row. They each get voted twice. That's 10 games right there, and I'm done. I'm bored of the game already. I played with the same weapons, seen the same maps for the most part. I'm good. The controller down, and I'm done with the game already. Until next time. And next time I come back, we back to the same thing, same issue, the same maps and the same weapons. I'm just bored. Me personally, I'm bored. Are y'all bored? Let me know. If you on, like, again, if you on the podcast, go check us out on our Facebook page at AAA Gaming Network. That's AAA Gaming Network. Check us out on the Facebook page. When you see this video, there's going to be visuals with the video. Of course, the podcast is just the audio. There's visuals with the video, so you guys can be a little entertained, even though I'm not in the video. But you guys can be a little entertained, and let me know in the comments, what do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel like this game is a solid $60 competitor? Do you feel like this game was worth $60 on release? Do you feel like the season pass is worth $40? I think it's still $40 if I'm not mistaken. Do you feel like the season pass is worth $40? That's $100 right there. Or do you feel like we've been getting the shorthand of the stick? Like I don't really know, man. Like oh man, it's just sad. Activision, please get your stuff together, man. Like, again, this game has been in overall development from concept to actual development for 3 years. 3 years. And I know some people going, oh man, but the blackout mode. Come on, man. Even the blackout mode, you reuse maps, which is cool. I love the map of the blackout mode. It has a nostalgia feel because I've been in areas. You've seen areas from previous games. I like the map, but let's be serious. Like a lot of the stuff in this game is not original. Half the stuff in this game is not original. Let's keep it real. Half the things, whether it's the perks, whether it's the weapons, whether it's the maps, are not original to this game. Half of it, if not a little more than half, maybe a little under half, but I just stick to half. Half of this game at least came from other Call of Duties, previous Call of Duties. So what was you making for 3 years? What was the concept for 3 years? Like this is crazy, man. And then you reuse half the game and then still sell the rest of the game for $60. Like, come on, man. This is crazy. This should have been like a $40 game. It should have been a $40 game. That's my personal opinion. I could see this being $39.99. Okay, $39.99 might be worth that, but I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. Someone said the blackout is supposed to be going free to play later on this year. I know it has a free play for X amount of days or whatever the case is, but from what I heard, it's supposed to be going like total free to play later this year or something. Well, someone had brought up a good thing when they said Call of Duty with the road is going down seems to be as if it should be a free to play game. What's y'all opinion on that? Do you think Call of Duty should be free to play and incorporate their microtransactions or whatever the case is, especially when you think that they're not gonna have story modes, it's just gonna be multiplayers? Do you think Call of Duty, can you picture this Call of Duty as a free to play game and people spending money with the microtransactions? I personally would say no. I think it's not enough content anymore for $60, but it's more content. It's more than enough content for it not to be free to play, in my personal opinion. Because you still have blackout mode, which a lot of people just in it for the battle royale. right? And then you have zombies. A lot of people buy Call of Duty just for the zombies, and then you still have the multiplayer. That's a lot. That's a fair amount of content overall. But I'm not a blackout mode player. I've played it a few times, but I'm not a battle royale person. Not just I'm not a blackout person. I'm not a battle royale person. I've played a few. Of course, I have a channel to run, so I've played most of them, if not all of them, as far as councils go, especially for councils. And I'm in like 2 betas or so right now. One for Ram Royale and another for Cuisine Royale, whatever that is. So I play them, but they're not really my cup of tea. And I don't play zombies. Excuse me. Nothing against zombies. It's like a horror mode, but I don't play Call of Duty to play zombies. That's just me. I play for the multiplayer. And when it comes to the multiplayer, it's lacking. It's lacking, son. Crazy. I paid $60 for this. It's lacking. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know where Call of Duty is going to be at by the time the next Black Ops come around. The next Black Ops 5 comes around. But again, I don't want to stay too long. I thought this was going to be like a 10-15 minute video. We've been in this joint for like 30 minutes. So I'm going to get out of here, man. Once again, y'all let me know. If you're on the podcast and you don't know anything about our channel, go to Facebook. We have a Facebook page called AAA Gaming Network. Follow us over there. We're trying to get 1,000 followers. It'll be much appreciated. All the love in the world coming from me especially. If you have any thoughts, ideas, any feedback, leave them in the comments below on the video that brought you there. Right? Again, much appreciated. Leave a like if you can. Thumbs up that joint. If you're watching this video on Facebook, I try to upload them both at the same time, so there's kind of no delay. So at the moment the podcast go up, it should be up on Facebook. But it's kind of difficult because Facebook got some things going on right now with the way they do things. So with the podcast, I pre-upload those, I schedule them, and with the Facebook, something's going on with my page right now where I can't schedule them, so I have to manually go and try to get them to release at the same time. So sometimes the podcast is going to release earlier, probably by like a few hours or so than on the Facebook page. So keep that in mind. That's just FYI. And if you're on the Facebook page and you don't know nothing about our podcast, make sure you go check us out and subscribe. So if you ain't got to deal with the video, you ain't got to listen to the video, you ain't got to have your Facebook open, you just go crack open Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn, whatever your go-to platform is, and just type in all caps AGN podcast. Or I should say, we in the middle of a name change to AGN GAMECAST. So if you put in AGN podcast and it don't pop up, put in AGN GAMECAST, and that should do it. Worst case scenario, just look up my real name, Leonard Anderson, and see what pops up, man. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you do that, every subscribe, every follow helps. Much appreciated, much love. Make sure you let me know what's going on, man. Have a good morning, have a good evening, have a good afternoon, have a good night, depending on what time you're listening to this. Much appreciated, much love, many thanks. Later.
Hey, where you learn that from?
Grand Theft Auto 3?
Word? Can I borrow that?
You got a PlayStation 2?
Nah, I got GameCast.
GameCast? Well, there's GameCube and then there's Dreamcast. What you got?
Well, I said I got GameCast, man. Damn, I can't afford it.
My bad. I'm just...